Jim Breuer.
Jim Breuer. Jim Breuer.
Jim Breuer.
Videos today. My hair is all. I gotta get a hair. This is a mess. A complete mess, Mike. We get the Mets thing up there. Look at like this is a whole chunk right here, just hanging out.
A lot of shit going on, man. It just shows that you're getting stuff done.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's work hair, right? Yeah, that's a thing.
It's kind of work hair. Like I should wear a hat. I don't know if these hats are good. I feel good, man. So
yeah, we're good to go whenever you're ready.
okay, cool. I'm ready to rock.
Cool, man.
We already rocking?
We're already rocking.
I like that's how we started. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
natural.
the New York Mets emblem, I feel, is co-starring this podcast right now.
It's subliminal messages to sell your shirt.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, man.
And speaking of selling, ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets for Jim's Arizona show. And this weekend, Foxwoods, the 5 p.m. show, still has some tickets. The 5 p.m. show at Foxwoods in Connecticut, Medford, Mass. You put on a great, your energy was incredible last night. Kind of hoping, So there you go.
Hey, dude, I want to pick your brain real quick. I fell upon a YouTube video announcing certain things.
Listen, some people, certain people reached out and kind of showed me. But show me what you. I haven't seen a video. I just saw like a snap of something. But go ahead.
I'll do it. My show will be Mug Club now. How about that? I can't do the walking thing. I don't have a tux. I got a onesie that looks like a tux.
Bro, that's...
All right, so what's going on, man?
I want to sit... Damn, I'm already buying tickets for this movie.
All right.
I'm third... I'm already... The pre-sale just began, and I'm already. This is Metallica going on tour. Like, I gotta join the fan club so I can get the pre-ticket. That was a killer production.
Yeah, and you noticed your name came up twice. What's that about?
Okay. So, wow. All right. Here's the deal. I can officially say we have nothing signed in writing. Nothing. This all started when I reached out to Steve to say, hey, when I got to do a show, I will tell you this. Whatever you think of him, like whatever, what he talks about, whatever, that's what I like meeting people, and then I see who they're around. I was impressed that he had his father around. I was impressed that he was so into comedy. He seemed so sincere. And a guy just fighting the machine. Just from the minute I met him, I saw Steve Crowder as just like straight out of a Star Wars thing. I remember him doing the change my mind. Sit there, change my mind. Sit there. So anyway, when he was doing negotiating, and again, for all I know, that could have been all theater. I don't know. And I hope I'm not insulting him by saying this or whatever. I even wrote that in my text. Like, dude, even if it was theater, but it was brilliant theater. So I reached out and I said, man, I like what you did. I feel like you revolutionized, like just to revolutionize and negotiate everything on air, I think is such a cool concept. So then he said, hey, I'm looking to move on and do blah, blah, blah. And if I go there, I'd love to bring, someone like you. He's always been extremely kind to me. I'm not good. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I'm not good with, hey, you're good. I really like it. Hey, let me buy dinner. I'm not good with anyone that truly knows me will tell you I'm not good with flattery. I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it. I'll hear Rogan once in a while. And yes, it's very nice when Joe's like, dude, Breuer, but I love hearing it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll hear from a friend. It's beyond flattering. So long story short, I guess he ventured into the new world, what he's doing. And he's like, I really, 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 really want to bring you to my team. He's extremely smart. In my opinion, I'm dumb as a rock. I'll tell you that right out of the gate. I'm not going to sit there and tell you I'm a rocket scientist because I'm not. I feel like, Mike, we're at this place in the podcast where, we've been doing this a year and a half in a garage in the closet, and I'm ready to step up a level with the studio, but I'm also ready to step up production wise. Like if I'm going to, we all got to step up. Like this was a nice, cute gig. It was cute. But now I see the potential of my joy and things I want to get out there and segments I want to talk about, touching lives, being funny, getting deep, for all of us to reach each other on a deeper connection somehow. Because it's happening. I love going to a comedy show, or I love being out on the street and someone will stop me and they're not like, hey man, go boy. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's more like, thank you for what you're saying. I mean, it really meant a lot. I started thinking about my family. When that thing you did with your dad, that was, it touched my life because my father, hey, what, thanks for speaking out because, they were trying to, that is the deeper connection. And I'm not looking for a big money deal. I'm looking for us to grow and we can reach with a deeper connection to people. And so in all honesty, Mike, he wants to do a comedy special. Me come do the chair. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch the show and I tell him that. He knows that. But his passion, his honesty, his fight, dude, he's got such fight in him. It's hard to, it's really making me think a lot. I know what I want at this stage in my life, Mike. I want you to come along for the ride if we continue. I want a lot of our team to move around. I just don't know. You know what it is? I've been playing this game for so long. It's like you can sign a deal with a network. This is how this stuff works. You sign a deal with it. I'll get the last two comedy specials. I had one comedy special and it was with Epics. And Epics, the only reason to go through Epics was to get to Netflix. Because Netflix used to play my special and Laughter for All. And I don't even remember. Maybe they played one other one. I don't remember. Let's Clear the Air. I don't know for a fact. And as we were doing this next one, it was for Epics to get on Netflix. Well, guess what? Epics breaks the deal with Netflix. They boom, ding, all my stuff is pulled off the air, and then I lose my special. And Epic's audience is small, and they have it. So the point is, there's always like a big production team, no matter what channel you're on, where it's a CEO, it's peacocks. Wait till you see who I bring to the big show, so we can make more. Ka-ching, ka-ching. And that's how the CEOs work and the networks work. Whether they're conservative or liberal or whatever, it's big money business. That's all it is at the end of the day. So the only thing I really have to figure out is, like, what if something goes down? What if the two CEOs leave where he's at and they're like, you know what, he's not our guy anymore, we want this guy. And then he's put to the side, which I doubt that will happen, but you never know. Those are all the angles I have to truly think about. And I also want us to get off on our feet a little bit, which he's willing to help do. He's like, dude, you want this? Let's figure things out. And I can honestly say, I feel his passion. I feel his passion. I mean, there was even, I'm not gonna lie to you too, there was a part, Mike, where it made me want to create things that I've been holding for a while, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like even to the film world and TV world, I'm like, oh my God. With that team, we could take off for 6 weeks with Nick DiPaolo and Brian Callen, Steven Crowder, me, we get a couple of our friends, we can film. This is the Jackie Gleason thing. Then we'll start filming movies. We'll take sets in North Carolina, and we're gonna be doing that movie that I always talked about, and the movie's called, not today. But that's what I see. I see like, hey man, let's have fun with this. I'm at this stage in life. I want to have fun in life, have something to say. I want to touch lives. I want to move lives. I want people's lives to be better. And the only way I know how is just everything I try here and on stage. That's it. And what I can do when I interact with people. So that's a long answer, Mike, but that's where we're at. So if there's people out there like, oh, we got money, we got production money, you better show up now, like right now. So I don't know, how's that make you feel, Mike? Does it matter to you?
What's that?
Does it matter to you?
I mean, I'm part of this team either way, man. I love what we do. I love the message we put out there. Honestly, it ultimately comes down to your decision, but I'm with you either way, man. 110% support your decision. Whatever you do, I'll be here. Whether we move, we don't move.
Right.
I ain't going anywhere unless you say, Mike, take a walk.
I wouldn't do that, man. I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying. That's where I stand on the issue.
Thank you, senor. I feel like playing bagpipes right now. Me and you marching. We're good. So that's the deal. That's where we're at. We're just talking a whole lot. I said I'd love to have a long conversation with him, and he's been extremely patient with me. Extremely patient. So, and you have to be with me. I'm at this stage in life. I got everything. I have everything. I have my health. I have my faith. I have good people around me. I live in a beautiful part of the world. I love what I'm doing. So you gotta be patient. I feel like I need a nap now. That was not what I was expecting.
Sorry, man. I just figured it's out there in the wild. We'd have to address it at some point, maybe, just let everybody know, let our viewers know, be transparent,
Yeah, and I like that. And I think he's cool with that too. I mean, it just is what it is. So I am excited for him. I'm super excited for him. He's earned this. This guy, he started with a sandcastle and he's built himself a really nice sandcastle. So my props out to him. And props out to a lot of people, but he's definitely one. Wow. Okay. So that's it. That's as honest as I can get. So today I took a walk and I started sending you some videos.
Yes, you did.
Now I don't know if we want to do so. What happens sometimes, people should know this. When I'm doing this with Mike, and you know what, let me stop right here. I got to elaborate more on what we just talked about. When it comes to what we're doing, I truly feel, Mike, we had a couple of meetings about it, especially with Joe Civ and Evan, everybody, James. I feel we have incredible content just sitting here waiting to be starting to get out there. With all the tapes that we have, with all the ideas for segments, I have documentary series in my head that I start wanting to do it, but this is how much I've been thinking on my own how to get that anyway. But now I was already thinking that way, and here comes Crowder going, "Hey man, I can help you with all this." So it's very, very, and I keep talking my tail, it's just, I'm telling you right now, if I say, how do you think of this series taking it? Like we film almost like a series, little 15, 20-minute segments of this, and they become part of the show. 15, 20-minute segments of this, and we do it part of the show. I have all these different things, and we can, but that all comes with time and money. I would love to be able to do something where if you're going to be full-time, Mike, now you need to be paid like full-time. Because right now you're in part-time work. Right now, the producer who gets guests, it's part-time work. We're all in part-time work. I don't want to go full-time like Monday to Friday. That's not going to happen. One day a week, but we can mass produce stuff. Specials, series, documentary, Breuniverse. And in my head, they're cool series. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know why I felt like I'm still in therapy. I feel like wait a minute, I don't want to leave yet because I'm paying for an hour and I only did like 23 minutes. So
I get my full hour.
I want to get my full hour. By the way, if there's anime, that's another thing. So I started telling them, with our Jefferson Avenue stuff, the kids, which I think we're going to do another one soon, I hope. There's a lot of great potential there. There's a lot of great potential there. It's the way I looked at Crowder and what he's doing, and I told him that. I told his team, like, listen, if I can look at you as the production, just like going to Fox, just like going to whatever studio there is, and they're going to back you and they're going to support you and they're going to put you out there. That's starts making things easier as long as it's on your terms. That's the part two. So I don't know.
I like it.
You like it?
I would love to see the Jefferson Ave kids animation.
Exactly. So
Because I have I guess what you were working on many years ago animated with
Really?
all the kids, and you're doing the voices of Tommy going down into the grate to get the ball, and there's Duke in there and he's animated. Dude, it's got such potential.
Yeah, and I think I already have it in my mind. Even with the storytelling and stuff, I got that and Maria's crew. I have this other series that I don't want to give too much away. My daughter, but there's about 4 that I'm locked and loaded, ready to go. I think they're fun, but you're right. We got great response from that childhood thing that I've been trying to do for over 25 years. First it was at MTV, then we're going to do it somewhere else, and I was just going to dump it online. So, yeah, and the last animation was good. I thought it was good. It just, at that time, it's not like today where people are just doing it just to get noticed. So if there's any animators out there that want to we'll give you a contest. Here's what I want from you guys. Listen to, do you remember what podcast that was, Mike?
Negative, but I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay. So if you listen to this podcast, and that's me with my childhood friends, okay? If any part of this, the people out there, you want to animate any part of this, go for it. Go for it as we're telling the story. Create it, go up, just go for it. 20 seconds, 1 minute, the whole darn thing. Knock it out. But at least let us see it. Let's do something together. Let's do something together. How much fun would that be? I don't know. If I was an animator, I think I'd be into that. Like, this is the easiest thing. I don't know.
Well, dude, there was that one guy on Instagram who animated you during one of your routines with them. That was amazing.
I grew up a 80s metal guy. Yeah. 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 Metallica, Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
He did awesome. Chris. His name's Chris. And I met him at the last gig at the Paramount. And we talked, and he wants to do something. It's, they need, when it comes down to it, it's like, all right, how much money would you need, blah, blah, blah. And that's why part of me gets excited when I think like the Serpents of Humanity. How many people have submitted those songs, which won't play like one whole episode, the Serpents of Humanity, make it a field day, have fun, have the actual people that wrote the song, if they want to come on, just make an event out of it. Same thing with the cartoons. If you want to come on, we just watch them all day. And I watch what this person did and watch what that person did. This person animated the whole thing. I don't know if that exists, but if it does, go for it, people. Go for it. Knock it out. Who knows? Maybe someone sees you animate that and they're like, oh my God, you're the guy that animated Breuer's thing. I remember when I did Opie and Anthony years ago. That's the guy I used, by the way, for the last Jefferson Avenue thing. The cartoon you're talking about, Mike?
Uh-huh.
So, were you an Opie and Anthony guy?
Off and on.
Okay. So, I mean, there was a time there where they were just crushing. I used to love going on there and hanging out. And I used to do this thing where I was talking about playing stickball. Like, save my ups, dick. It could be 11-0, but it didn't matter. When you were a kid, you just wanted your ups. Like, save my ups. And, this guy animated it, It was very, very funny. Anyway, that's the shebang battle. Mike, I sent you some videos today.
Yes.
Just let's play them. Let's play the first one, and I'll figure out what it is, and I'll elaborate on it. These are just thoughts when I'm all alone.
You know they prey on our hate. You know that, right? Like the media preys on your hate. Have you not figured that out? It doesn't matter what side you are. The only thing that feeds you is your hate. If you watch CNBC, you hate, all the channels hate Fox. Fox is like Russia in the 70s in the US. Like, oh, we hate Russia. They're like Iran in the 70s. So you can't stand Fox. Right? You hate them. You hate Trump. I can't wait till he's arrested. He's big and he's feed on your hate. And you can be controlled by those emotions. And you are. You are. So you can't sit there and go, the other side's crazy. You gotta look at yourself first.
Now, to elaborate that, I'm not saying the other side's not crazy. What I'm saying is, from what I hear, a lot of people are just hopped up over hate. That's it. You hate that. You hate what that side represents. You hate what they represent. You hate. And you walk around with your hate on, that guy, I can't wait till he's arrested, and I can tell you what a moron you are because I hate him. Oh, hate him so much. If I had to murder, I think that's the one individual I would murder. That's how much hate I'm filled with. You can't see that you're controlled like that? How can you not see? I have people go, yeah, you know. Oh, you're one of them watchers. Like you're better. You're not any better than anyone else that's just emotionally driven by hate. That's what that wants. That's dark. Hate is dark. And you can, that's another thing everyone's getting into right now, just like no respect.
Well, that's the story of my life. No respect.
Well, that's silly of you to think that way. We need to stop thinking that way. Everyone in your family was perfect before they really brainwashed everyone with this, oh, there you go, with the using words that are conspiracy. Stop. Stop. Everyone in your family, someone's got an alcoholic. Someone has family that's just, they're vile, they're nasty, they're never going to get better. Some of us have people that are just incredible. So everyone has ups, everyone has downs, everyone has an issue. Everybody has something going on. Stop labeling yourself and putting yourself on a team because you think that team is going to the World Series. This is the same game that goes on and on and on. You're in the circus. In 2 years, we're going to get the house back. And then we can pass a law that, get our democracy back because, that's what the world needs for humanity and our rights, and climate change. That's what. It's no difference than a bird squawking all day long. You know what I mean?
I love the bird. I love it.
I mean, come on. Stop. Stop judging. Start figuring out how to do things. Well, you ever notice I said it in the special where I really do. You know what? This will be one of the bits. One of the bits will be, straight from the stand-up, we have gatherings with people on both sides, with a moderator. You're not allowed to bring up you need a diehard Trump guy, someone that says a "Let's Go Brandon" shirt on a boat or somewhere where they can't escape, with someone that absolutely hates Donald Trump, hates him. And you're not allowed to bring up politics, because neither one of you know anything about it. You only know what the movie scenes show you. That's it. Unless you're in it, and then you're able to pull the curtain back and reveal what you saw, all you know is the little movie that's so well edited and so well funded and so well produced and so well marketed into our puny little brains. And at the end of the day, they look for that, where's his hate emotion? There it is, get it. I can't stand Trump, he's a devil, I hope he gets... You're spending all day doing that?
We're not going to this wedding because I ain't sitting with him because...
Both sides. The great deceiver. I'll have them all fighting with one another. Have a picnic. All right, what's the next video?
Now, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, I'm just saying, but when you look at the way humans naturally started, okay, we're hunters, we're gatherers, we looked after each other, everyone knew their role. There was no like, we need to vote today for the best person of church. There's none of that. There's nobody putting on fake lips and injections and liposuction and getting their boobs fixed and, you know, getting rid of their wrinkles and not knowing if they're a boy or girl and slicing off their part of their bodies and taking hormones and drugs so your body changes. I've been to Africa a few times. The Amazon is just the natural, even Australia, but down there in the Aborigines, is just, you don't see that. And they're all really happy. I'm not saying which is right or wrong, I'm just saying.
You know, you look at natural order of life. We could say they're not advanced, or they're not modernized, or they have no education. Well, where has that brought us? I'm gonna put some plastic in my forehead so no one knows that I have wrinkles and no one knows I'm about to hit 75. Well, I need my boobs bigger so my husband don't leave me. I'll drive my car to show my financial account in what I drive. Peacock feathers. Yeah, some will say, well, it's the same thing as putting tribal feathers or whatever, but I don't know. Is that something you see in the Amazon? Like someone just, like a little boy walking along a stream going, I don't know what I am. You know, trying to cut off his donkey. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying. It's just different lifestyles. Play the other one. I doubt somewhere in the Serengeti right now there's someone from the Maasai tribe. I don't know if I say it right, just you get the idea. Just walking around, you know, passing a pride of lions going, am I a man or am I a woman? I think I want to cut this off and take drugs made by man, created by man, for profit, let's not kid ourselves, and sell to them hormones, drugs for the body, all natural drugs for your all natural body, created by something higher power natural. But hey, trust the science. You know, the other side's a little cultish. They believe in wacky stuff. And when I get older, I'm gonna put fake lips in and maybe some boobs. Inject my forehead so people don't see I'm getting older. Yeah, that natural way of life. It sure is kooky. I was on a path today. I was just walking and walking. I just, I don't know. I think I'm ready to move out in the middle of nowhere, Mike. Now here's the last but not least. Hey, what's wrong? You got a problem with men dressing up like women in drag? Waving their donkey in front of children out of school? You got an issue with that at the library? Just shaking that rump with his big, hairy rumpster in tights, heels, wiggling in front of the child. They're not there to nourish their soul. They're not there to bring love to their heart. They are there to sexualize them.
Don't question it. I come to sexualize your child right in front of your face.
I'm not questioning it. No one's questioning it. Because we see it for exactly what it is.
And why does everyone just say that?
I can't believe they're doing it.
Why would you bring your kids to that? What do you think your child's going to learn from that? What do you think you're going to get from that? That's the bigger question. Who's putting their children? Or even that, is it a setup? Like, did these things really happen? Are they in real classrooms? Or are they all just, at this stage, like, you don't know what's on the internet.
Well, if you watch the internet, then it's fake.
Well, guess what? Now everything on news is pretty fake. It's been proven over and over. They lie. They lie. Don't even try to hide it anymore. Sexualizing your kid. Like, is this really happening? Is this like biblical times? Like, if the cassettes, I'm sorry. It's demonic. The person that's doing it is demonic. They're sick. They have a demon in them. And they're allowing the demon to prance in front of innocent children that are there, that their parents brought them to. I don't know about you, but when I grew up, they really, people really based their lives on morals and faith and stuff like that. And you can say what you want about it, but I'll tell you what, if there was an adult on our street, a male, came walking down the street in front of the Jefferson Avenue kids as children, dressed in a sexual manner, prancing in front of us little kids, one of those dads would have came out and they would have took care of them. Not because they're phobic. Has nothing to do with phobia. Phobia means you fear them. There's nothing to fear when it comes to that. It's standards. Moral standards. And if you don't have moral standards, well, then you've been dehumanized. That's why it's an issue. Because it's morally disgusting and disturbing and comes from
Not a good place.
That's why. And guess what? You feel that way, stand up. Express it. Don't fear the bullies saying, what are you, phobic? No, we're not phobic. It's disturbing. You're sexualizing a child. That's what you're doing. If you cared for humanity, if you cared for innocence, you wouldn't even think of doing something like that to a child. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Stop it. Don't let anyone bully you. And if a newspaper supports it, well, guess what? There's no moral ground. If the networks are debating it, then who runs the network? Who is the guy that gets the money? Who's the one giving the money? What bank is giving money to support an immoral cause? That's the ultimate that hides in the shadows as you're sitting there going, Trump is going to get arrested on Tuesday. He better not get arrested on Tuesday. Enjoy that circus, or at least know you're in it. I think that's enough for today, Mike.
Yeah, man, I think that about covers it.
That was quite a therapy session today. There's a lot of therapy. There's a lot going on at home, in my heart, up here, and we're going to keep moving. So anyway, there you go. Those were, I hope you enjoyed today's Breuniverse. I feel better. I'm going to nap for a couple hours. We need to get these things going where it's like ultimate enemies sitting down and doing games together. I think we're onto something there. The animators. Let's step up. Let's step up as a community. Let's have fun with this madness. Let's let the games begin, Mike.
Yes.
Well, the Breuniverse games. Let them begin.
I like it. I like it.
All right, man. Be sick. Maybe we'll get why don't we get a guy who likes dressing up as a transvestite or whatever, what do they call themselves when they dress up like a girl? Whatever it's called. And we get him on the show, and we especially if they did to a kid and what they plan on getting out of a child. And let's interview them.
Just talk. No negative.
You gotta connect.
Nothing. Just conversation.
Just conversation. All right. Stay out of trouble, everyone. I'll see you on the road. Get your tickets, JimBrewer.com for any show, and we'll catch up soon. Have a good one. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for hanging out with Breuniverse.
Take care, man.
Take a look around and what do you see? Like a date down tonight, we're making history.
Hey, this is Jim Breuer, and I got my own Patreon page, and hopefully you'll check it out. Live comedy concert streamed once a month. Weekly, you host your own podcast, and you interview me. Early access to the Breuniverse podcast every single week, and have bonus footage and bonus segments. I promise you I'm not going to let you down. Go check out my official Jim Breuer Patreon page, and I'll see you there.